Hello and welcome back to the next episode of Terra Invicta. We are still playing the Resistance and we're going for the Phoenix. Now, last episode, well, we are continuing where we picked off, or ended last time. And apparently it was late and I made a mistake. So we declared war on Costa Rica, but it was still allied to Russia. Therefore, we are now at war with Russia, with the US. Let's say that's pretty nasty because the servants with Russia are relatively trigger happy. And what I do want to avoid is losing my armies to a nuke. So we are going not to invade them immediately. We are moving our armies first of all to Guatemala here. Managua. And I hope that we can make peace with Russia somehow. So of course we need to continue. And also I made some other thoughts about what we maybe want to do. Oh, research campus, quite useful. We might want to sell off our moon bases now because the output of these moon bases is relatively, let's say, marginal. We just use them as a springboard. And we have more important MC usages. Decline. Anything we can or want to buy here? Ooh, Lava Terra. 2 science things here. Our science guy, what do you have here? Oh, it's 2 projects, in fact. Can we remove something with 1? Material science. So maybe energy is something we don't need right now. So confirm purchase. Can we move something around? He's a special case. No, not really, but the coral laboratories are not that important right now. Sadly, there are 2 admin orgs, but they are both need the criminal trade. Libertatum Terra is decent, but we don't need it right now. I mean, it's pretty good, especially if you get it early. Okay, back to the mission phase now. What I want to do here is I'm going to do a coup d'etat here. 75%, that's fine. I'm going to make sure that it works. And I hope that after the coup d'etat we might be able to how to say it? Make peace with Russia. So now let's see who we have available. We have
making contact.
1 from the academy, so we are going to trade with him. And yeah, let's continue here.
Establishing contact.
So we are going to sell Marshall and Fletcher if we can. Fletcher is available. Ooh. We would like to get the farm reactor. No, that's not a great reactor. But I want the pulsar drive. A solid core fission reactor isn't that great. But these 2 projects I would like to have. And I see that they are lacking resources, so maybe we can just bribe them. Water, metal. Close. 600? No, 500? That's not 500. Maybe here, 150 here. Oh, come on. 500 money. Check. Apparently not. What is the little? for you. Okay. That's currently working. Let's get these two. Perfect. Also, what I want to do here... change report, change project. I want to dive into... I had a thought. Yeah, I want to build an Artemis rocket ship. Or Copperhead. Artemis or Copperhead? No, Artemis. Much better. And I want to get the third project here, which I also forgot last time. So we are going to make an adjustment here in our station. We are going to replace one of these labs with the skunk work. Rename it not apparently, to the new appearance. There we go, save name. There we go. And now we can continue. And hopefully we can make work what we need to do. Oh, wait a second. We now sold the moon base, so let's claim more stuff on Mars, in fact. Going for the water here, because the metals and the nobles are not that interesting. And we also take the volatiles here. There we go. And now we got 2 new bases, which we are going to, of course, immediately build up. Mining and fissiles, the fissile thing. And here the next one, mining and fission pile. There we go. And now we can return to Earth, and hopefully the mission phase ends in a success. Repeat once.
Violence is abating.
This worked. Perfect. And now, next mission phase, I hopefully can make peace. So basically, I hope that we can solve the problem with that. I'm going to skip ahead a bit because I also want to make trades and I want to look into ship stuff, which we are going to discuss in a sec, basically. But I'm going to jump ahead a little bit, like 1 or 2 mission phases, and see what comes up. Okay, some mission phases later, we have reached the hydrobiology project. I, in fact, switched priority into it to get the quest out of the way. Now, we do know that they are now very different to us, basically.
Our autopsy of the alien is complete, Commander.
Yeah, I'm... so much text. I already played Resistance once, so... It's basically that... Well, I don't want to spoil too much from the story here, but basically we are playing through it anyway. Now, we do know that they are using some kind of ferricides to control people, most likely. And that they can emit them, so we should research into these ferricides, which is like charming people around them to make them do what we want. Okay, new objective, research hydroferricides, hydrobiology or coexistence pack. Okay, interesting. I don't think that we are going to do coexistence pact. Now, we researched the torpedoes already, so now I want to get the ECM out of the way. Just so that we can start building our first ship, which is basically... Oh, wait a second, I want to have the engine... Oh, wait a second. Oh, pulsar drive is already researching here. Yeah. Once a pulsar drive on that ship, and then also the quantum battery, so that's something we should tech now. because it's expensive. Yeah. And then the third slot we can still do smaller ones. Now, I had to make peace with the Costa Rica here, so we are no longer at war. I removed all armies back because there is no, so I wasn't able to separate peace Russia because it was a war leader. Therefore, I had to do it the other way around, and now I also made a coup d'etat in Panama just to be sure that it doesn't happen again. Yes, sternly word.
Order is returning.
Things are cooling off.
Meanwhile, Colombia is looking better and better slowly, but we are only like half. Ooh, found a new alien. Maybe I want to investigate him. Yeah, maybe. Might be worth it. Iran. No, decline. Okay, and now.
Acknowledged.
Center, could you please? Oof. Yeah, we are not going to do this. And also I don't want to do this one as well, so instead we are going to keep fixing Colombia. When the aliens move in our territory, that's a different story, but right now I don't want to sacrifice the investigation here. Furthermore, I'm going to do some public campaigns here to stabilize these realms, and we can declare a new war in December 26th, so like in 1 month. And then we are going after Costa Rica again and hopefully finish it this time. Yeah, basically that's it. I also still want to sell Marshall Base, the second one here, but I didn't find any counselor to trade with right now. So I'm just waiting until someone gets revealed. And I'm going to skip ahead here until something like that happens. Well, remember that I said if something happens with an alien in our territory, we get involved? Well, something crashed in Colombia, which we control. So we need to find him, and then we take him out. Military secrets leaked? What? Influence for ops, or ops for influence. Let's get ops, it's more useful in the long run. Now we found someone from Academy. Ah yeah, Iran apparently declared war on Kazakhstan, which we still own a control point in, but we don't really care. Okay. We should fix priorities here. As soon as we got the last control point. Yep, there we go. We are of course not investing into military here at all, but we want to reduce inequality here. Okay, and now I really hope that we can find that alien here and then hopefully do something about it. At least the unrest is resolved here. Decline.
Your orders?
Okay, you. We can't see anything as of yet. So you go to survey here. You are going to investigate
At
here.
your service. On the
And then
way
we
to the
got
target
you.
site.
Ready to go.
Yeah, let's continue in Caribbean states here. We should fix unrest
I'm
here.
We'll make things safe.
Where to? Standing by for orders.
Ready.
Wait a second,
At
what?
your service.
0. Okay, 0%. Nice. Now you are going to trade with the. That's not academy, that's servants. Okay, I thought we found someone from the academy, but apparently we can't trade with him. Fine, we are not going to sell that. Ooh, the skunk works have finished. So we got a third project here now. what are we going to do? We might want a better heat sink, maybe. $900 gigajoule. Oh, it's very heavy. So maybe let's take the sodium one here. Sodium heat sinks. And push through it. And go.
Initiating surveillance.
Oh, come on.
Lending my expertise.
Well, I didn't find anything from the get-go, but it will turn up eventually, and I'm going to wait for it. And also I'm going to declare war again here on Costa Rica now and finish our job there. Okay, interesting. Apparently I can't do long breaks. Somewhere an alien is attacking. And it doesn't look like it was on me, because I also saw that a ship entered orbit on Mars. So I don't know who did it. No, it's us. Why? No, why? We didn't do anything. Okay. There goes our mining outpost, I guess. Well, at least we are not a total war, so the aggression will go down by the stations they destroy. Which means we can just rebuild and hopefully it works out. So let's just continue. Outpost core is gone. They're going to destroy more? That's a big question here. Okay, space dock needs to be done. So let's just reclaim... which one was it? Probably Arabia. Yeah, it has to be Arabia here. I'm not going to build anything there right now, because I need to raid what happens. In fact, is the fleet still here? It's flying away now. Okay, so we can in fact build the mining facilities again here. Okay, the interesting part is I'm not 100% sure why they attacked me now.
Cleaning things up.
I mean, I'm not complaining about it too much right now, but it's still weird, to say the least. I only killed one alien so far. Who knows? And I want to kill another here, but... Well, maybe I have to be more careful.
At your service.
You are going to take out the plants in Bogota there.
Acknowledged.
And...
Ready for my mission.
Oh, we got someone from the initiative. So let's in fact
Ready.
trade with him. And we are going to declare war and everything else. So I'm just going to skip ahead now and hope that I can do more than one mission phase without having to make a break because something important happens. Okay. We got a little bit further ahead. We are now in February. And we were able to take Costa Rica, in fact, and now we just wait a little bit until we are going to finish with Panama. Meanwhile, the army in Colombia will be finished in the next episode, and then we can start on conquering everything here. However, here we can do 3 or 4 wars at the same time, maybe even 5, to just conquer everything Colombia needs. However, we still have to be very careful with the unrest here, which is something we need to keep an eye on. But probably going for Venezuela first is best because that's the biggest population we would gain. Now, what else has happened? We got some unrest in the US because we had some events where we had some border conflict with Mexico because we are currently not allied, which is basically for the reason that we want to conquer them at some point. That's all. What else has happened? We have finished a lot of... Wait a second, why is economy falling? 3.3. That's not much. It's fine. And cohesion is slowly going up. Okay, we finished a lot of the techs for ships. Therefore, as soon as our 2 space docks finish, which is in 1 day,
Offering support.
we can design a ship, and there we go. And now we can think about what we want to do. So I hope that I researched everything we need. So I didn't research better classes because I do think that a corvette should be enough. Maybe an escort. Let's see, we do have hull weapons here. And that's hull hard points, okay. We can in fact make them disappear. Yeah, this one as well. So Artemis Torpedo Bay, we can put them here, and then we have 2 slots. That's already nice. So let's call it Artemis. Artemis. Yep. It will be attack bomber or something. In fact, let's see what he would auto design here. So yeah, that's a lot of stuff which I don't want to pay for such a cheap ship. 300, almost 400 water for something we want to throw away. Nope. So I'm going with like 1 armor here, 3 here, maybe 5 in front. It will not help much. What else do we have? An ECM, yes. Sodium heat tank, yes. Pipe radiator is the best we got right now. Quantum battery, molten core fission reactor, yes. Yeah, 1G acceleration. It's a very expensive ship for something. Way too much propellant in my eyes. Say like if we were to scroll this down to like 10, 12, 3.5 kps, not much. Now it has 2 G's acceleration. If we get this to 1, I mean, we could also just, let's say, ignore the armor, more or less, because we just wanted to shoot. But we definitely need at least like 6 or 7 kps. That's going to be a problem. Do we have another drive? Yeah, we have the pulsar drive. Why do we... Required power plant, solid core fission. Ooh, we don't have that. Okay. So we can't use the pulsar drive because we don't have the right reactor. Which means we need to trade with someone to do this. So I will be back. Okay, here we go. We tagged the solid core fission reactor 5, which we traded from the academy in between. And with that we can make our first ship. Now let's just pick a tech here. Let's finish reusable rockets. And we also picked up improved maintenance procedures in between, and parasites is running. So However, we are going to push into quantum encryption now for the next agent, which will help stabilize everything much faster, and also open up maybe later on having additional counselor on advice somewhere. Now back to ships. Ship classes. Let's design one. Let's auto design it again. Okay, now we got the pulsar drive here. KPS is already much better. And we also have the liquid hydrogen containment, which I also picked up in between. Now let's again go back to a minimum armor concept here, because I don't want them to basically survive. And let's just go with like 10 KPS, because we don't want to leave Earth orbit with these ships. 10 KPS and 0.8 G combat acceleration. That's good. I do think that's good. And these ships, yeah, this is a good price. 100 basically water, and so you can build more than one per month. Safe design. Yeah, I know. I don't want to go on to an interplanetary drive here. And now let's 90 days. How many do we want? They cost me 1 CP each. Mission control, MC. So let's do 4. So run in half a year, we might be able to take a small ship in orbit out. Hopefully. I'm not sure if it works with that ships. But there should be a corvette here. That's destroyer. Combat power 66. Yeah, maybe it works. Would be perfect if we can make it work with this. That would be really perfect. And half a year is a lot of time, so until then we are probably consolidating the remainder here. And yeah, I got a good feeling about it. What else do we need to do? Is there anything I forget about? Ooh. 8% military. But cost almost 100. Oof. And 3 stars. And gives science +1, security +1. Not bad. Really not bad. And you get this one first. We could remove, for example, Omega. No. But we could remove this one. But do we want to? It's a lot of money we would invest into it. But it's 8%. And military research as well, and I do think we have some on the horizon. Let's see, where are we currently? 50% bonus is what we have reached already. Do we have military stations? We do have material station, that's the right ones are. Yeah, military priority. But we have almost reached military score 5 now. So we are not too bad. Yeah, not too bad. Is it worth sacrificing 100 money income though? It's a lot of cash. But let's sell this one and pick it up. We need the military score. It would be annoying to later lose the fight just because we didn't tech enough into armies. You also get some admin. Yeah, that's fine. Still need someone with a high investigation score. But this one is probably going to be our second scientist. So he needs to get stuff as well. But he basically is just a placeholder right now. For example, owning something like this, which is... We could also... He's already at 6. We could buff him up if we want to. Templine is very good. Yes, let's in fact pick Templine up here. Also, social science research 5% is good. Hostile takeover here is also nice. He doesn't have it right now, but he's almost at 25 admin, so that's quite nice. But 3 stars and 6 income. Is there anyone who has, yeah, something like this one? We could replace these two. So let's do, for example, unequip here. Instead, take this one in. And when we have another admin, we could pick the other one for money again, which would balance out the minus 100 we just took. Ooh, there's another one with... Oh, that was even better. Didn't see it. Yeah, I didn't see this one. Octane Bronze is even better. Oof. So many options. So many options. We could temporarily just to... I think that's a good idea. We are going to unequip Ascalon for a moment and equip Octans. Because then we have it here in our unassigned pile and nobody will steal it from us. Therefore we have some reserve stuff as soon as we have more experience and can, for example, apply Omega products and Ascalon products, which are 130 income, which is going to be massive. Is there anyone with open admin? Only +1 here. But he's a striver, so that should be relatively quick to solve. Yeah. But I also need to go through all the stuff we own currently, because there are for sure some small admin or some orcs which we don't need. Or like the +1 project ones will be obsolete relatively soon. And this one, for example, is also not that great. We don't need the persuasion anymore that urgently. Yeah. So there has to be some cleanup soon. This one is also not worth it. No. Yeah, that's some stuff we need to do later on, which I will do probably in between episodes. But for the moment, we are on a good path. We are at war again. No, we are not yet at war. It will be in that mission phase, which comes next. But basically, we can now build ships. We are going to go for the next quest. We are also halfway done to Great Nations, and we are 1/3 done of quantum encryption. And also the directed space research is running, which is going to lead into the research centers, which we urgently need. That's going to be very useful. And that's basically the setup we need for Earth, more or less. Afterwards, we have some large projects to do for the US and the South American Union. But afterwards, we definitely already have to think about how we can build up a fortress around Mars, which is going to require not only more mining and taking over the other mining sites here, but also it requires a fleet and stations around Mars, which we are going to aim for, basically. But that's something for a different story or a different episode. Therefore, see you next time.